All right, everybody, welcome back to Tribal Council. Tonight, one of you guys will be the 19th person voted out of this game and become the 10th member of the jury. So with that being said, I'm going to hand it off to Jonah for tribal questioning.
All right, so AJ, let's talk about the pace of the game, because generally at this point in the game, we're at the final 7. Some people play a little more conservatively and just trying to weasel past a vote and then another vote and then another vote, while other people are trying to genuinely build a resume for themselves at this point. Do you sense any shift in the pace of the game at this point?
For sure, a little bit. I mean, I could easily see people wanting to work with Devin and Justin to make a move, because it's towards the end of the game. People want to make a move. Justin and Devin are kind of on the bottom for themselves in a sense. So I'm just not sure. I've heard a lot of names tonight, and I honestly don't know what's going to happen. So that literally anyone can make a move tonight. I don't know. I mean, 3 advantages just got put into the game at the auction. So who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? Knows?
Devin, you want to say something?
I'm trying to figure out the right place to say it. No, we're not doing this.
Okay, Devin, I'll go to you.
No, it's okay.
What also makes this point in the game complicated is you're deciding who to vote off and put on the jury, but it's also equally, if not more important, who you're leaving around, because they can help you get to the end. Would that be a fair assessment of mine to make?
Yeah, I mean, I know for the last couple of tribals that, and I know people keep saying this, but they've said it as well, but like that if I didn't win those last couple of immunities, I was gonna go. So when that auction thing happened today, knowing that like I'm about to go home because I didn't pick the right box or I wasn't lucky enough, it's just really disheartening. I'm putting trust in people I've never put trust in before, and I'm trying to, play and like possibly work with people who may have I kind of feel counted out, and I just don't. I don't know. I just I said this last year, just completely ostracized. People won't text me. People won't talk to me. So I don't know. That's a fair assessment, but I guess the only thing I can say is you have to realize that how you treat people, they're gonna not in a bitter way, but they're gonna remember that when they're on the jury. And I was kind of treated like shit the last 4 tribals, even outside of just the game. So I'm gonna remember that when I'm on the jury. This is kind of like my goodbye speech. If I go home, I'll say my thoughts on everybody, but partly. But yeah.
So Jordan, trust is a massive dilemma at this point in the game. We're at final 7. How do you know when you can trust people? How do you know that people are telling the truth when they say things?
You don't. I mean, I've been lied to like a million times by people that I trust just talking on every ordinary day. Is that going to make them harder to trust later on after this game? I don't know, but it's just kind of impossible to see, especially since every last 7 of us wants to win this game, and it's just tough to see who's telling you what and what plans are really in place and which ones are not.
So Kyle, what's also interesting about this point in the game is it's possible that your closest allies and the people you've trusted the most for some people could potentially be their biggest threats. So do you think people are weighing that trust versus lesser threats? Who's better to keep around?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think trust, in my experience in Survivor, trust goes a long way, but it doesn't go all the way. At the end of the day, at some point, threat level is going to take over. Because you can't exactly do something like manage each other's threat levels. At some point, someone's going to rise above the other, and one of you has to go home. That's the shitty fucking truth, regardless of how close you are, because at some point, friendship is not going to be as important, and so long as you're thinking about wanting to win, which is terrifying, because I genuinely really like sorry for cutting you off, but I genuinely really, yeah, I genuinely really like everyone here. And that's not bullshit. Like, I'm not one to say that regularly because I'm always going to be a logical thinker when it comes to game. So
Guess the
the fact that I'm
difference-
close. Go ahead.
Sorry.
I don't know where I was going.
I'm
with that.
sorry. I feel like I'm going home tonight, so I'm like, y'all know how to talk. But I guess the difference for me is I think there's a difference between people who create their own threat level and people whose threat level is created for them. And I think I'm the second one. Y'all saw last vote, no shade. Sorry, I voted AJ. Six people, because AJ didn't tell me he was voting AJ. 6 people told me they were voting AJ. So my perceived threat level is just from a story. And that story, I don't think can get me a win on a legend season. So that's what I've been pitching. That's what I've had conversations with people about. I'm not one to, like, y'all know me, I say this all the time, like, I'm a scrapper. I'm not one to just lie down and die. But, like, yeah.
So, Lorna, is there a clear type of threat right now?
I don't think so. I think I don't think there's a clear type of threat, but I do think that everyone on this cast is extremely likable in their own ways. So you really have to nitpick that, like what you think the jurors will like more than other people and what the jurors would like. I think it's about personalities now. I don't think there's a clear like strategic threat because we've all made moves and we've all played this game really, really, really fucking hard. And I'd hate to say it's like a popularity contest, but I feel like we had the friend group. This game was based off that. We had the friend group. And I feel like that was also part of a popularity contest. So I feel like now we have to get. I just don't want the winner to be based off of your friends. I don't want that.
I haven't had a sense of security once in this game. I need a sense tonight. Kyle, I need to know who you're voting tonight, and I need you to say it out loud. I need at least some sense of security tonight. And you just gave me your word, so like, Kyle, I need you to say who you're voting tonight. Like, please, like, I haven't had a tiny bit of security. Please, Kyle.
Okay, fine. Yes, I am voting Lorna.
Thank you.
Oh, damn. Somebody ripped that band-aid off. Hot damn. Can I get a question, sir?
Can we talk about how excited Andy is in the corner?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Justin, I'll go to you.
Yes,
so-
I get a question.
Juror number 7 in the peanut gallery is going wild.
Okay, so Justin, we're at the final 7 right now. You have immunity, which could give you some semblance of power, and this can often be a
no.
turning point in the game where the game is won or lost. Does that make you just think, look, I gotta see who's the most threatening to my game and try and convince others to go my way?
Hell no, I've been in survival mode this whole time. I had immunity last tribal, and I got lied to about who the vote was. Like, I openly
You're
voted
just trying to survive.
Yeah, I've been in, like, I have not thought about endgame this entire time, because no matter who I talk to, or even like I go have a conversation with somebody one-on-one, that person gets picked off because people can't take the shot at me. And you know how like sucks that is? Like, I sit there, me and Jeff vote together, Jeff goes home. Me and Fisher vote together, Fisher goes home. Me and Makai vote together, Makai goes home. Me and Winston vote together, Winston goes home. So it's like sort of like a what the fuck moment, because nobody ever comes to me with plans, and I've been begging on my hands and knees all the way up until this point for somebody to use me and make a move, and they all just sit there and constantly lie to my face. So me writing down somebody's name tonight is writing down somebody who's lied to me throughout this game, because the people who didn't lie to me are now sitting on the jury. And I don't feel a bit bad about it, because everybody at some point lied to me and told me that they didn't want to make a move, and now karma's going to bite them in the ass.
Yeah. So Isaiah, now that we've reached the end game phase, do you have the mentality of, okay, it's final 7 now. I got to see what I want to do, how I'm going to act, who I'm going to target. Then once you get to 6, you'll deal with that later. Or do you look ahead?
I mean, I think a little bit of both, if that makes sense. I'd say for tonight, I think I'm gonna take a more conservative approach and just one step at a time and what buys me another day. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what type of game you played or what you've done in this game, but if you don't sit there at the final three, it's all for nothing. Doesn't mean anything. The only way you actually have a shot in this game is if you make it to that final day. So I'm just doing what keeps me another day.
All right. With that, I have no further questions. If anybody wants to say anything before we get to the vote, you
Okay.
can do so,
so
now. Otherwise, we get
I
to the
want to
vote.
use my advantage.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
Kyle. I want to go first.
Justin, why don't you explain what your advantage is?
So my advantage that I bought in the auction because everybody else wanted to go 500 on the same one. I can block somebody from voting me for this tribal and next tribal, and I have to play it at this tribal. So I'm gonna pick somebody who I don't think is going home and somebody who is very likely going to write down my name, considering that they told me they were writing my name down tonight. So I'm gonna block Kyle from being able to vote me at next tribal since he can't vote me this tribal.
All right, so just to clarify, this is called the shield advantage. So Kyle, you cannot vote for Justin next tribal. And yeah, so
And you can't vote from this tribal, which I'm sure you're very disappointed about.
Justin, you saved yourself with
all right,
this
it is
tonight. Hey,
it
can
is
I
time to
say no?
vote.
Can I just say?
Oh.
I mean,
Go ahead.
it sucks. This really fucking sucks. Cause I'm genuinely friends with everyone on this fucking cast. And honestly, because I'm not entirely convinced it's not me going home. So if it is me gone, and you know what, I'll make this speech if it's all much more obviously me later on as well, but I'm gonna make it now as well, just so I don't look like a doofus. If it is me, if it is me, it's been an absolute blast. And I also wanted to say this earlier on. To all the jury members that are here, don't vote based on friend group. That's stupid. Okay, that's it.
Kyle, can I make a plea to not vote me?
I didn't say I was voting you.
You
Oh, I know, I did.
Devin!
No, not to you. Not to you. That's what I meant.
Please don't vote me. Please.
Please don't vote
I
me.
love this game.
I also very much would like to make finale night.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I forgot about
This
that.
isn't about you.
I know.
Yeah, this is the second to last episode besides the reunion, so this is the
Okay, I
last
think
vote
we can.
before the
I
finale.
think we can vote.
Okay, anybody wants to say anything else? We can get to the vote.
Peace, love, prosperity. I ain't going home tonight. My legacy to the legacy paid off. Thank you, AJ, for the legacy to the legacy that you gave me. All of, but now we can get to the vote.
All right, it is time to vote. You guys can now privately send Brady Cody your votes.
There we go. You said it right.
Where do you see?
Calling you Cote next time.
I don't know. I'm just
Go
gonna
on, then.
admit that Andy was so excited that my name was on the table. I just saw him in the corner.
I should reference Suhawk. I'm like in the words of Suhawk. I want the island and nature to take its course. And I
Waiting on
want
one
the
vote.
night- I want the snake to eat the rat, just how nature intended it to be. And hopefully that's how shit goes tonight.
Good luck, everyone, because I'm super nervous still. Oh my God.
If it makes you feel better, I stay true to my word. I don't know if that makes you feel better, but it makes me feel better knowing that I didn't lie. Damn, no love. Gotcha.
All right, everybody, I have all the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, once the votes are read, decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Devin. Lorna, that's one vote Lorna, one vote Devin. Devin, that's 2 votes, Devin. Lorna, we're tied. 2 votes, Lorna, 2 votes, Devin. Lorna, that's 3 votes, Lorna. 19th person voted out and the 10th member of our
Thank
jury.
you, guys.
Lorna, that's 3. It's enough. Need to bring me your torch. If you have any final words, now's your chance.
I'm so fucking sorry. Lorna.
Wow! That one hurts a lot. I'm not gonna make it into a shit show because I love you all a lot. Can I just know who voted me? And that doesn't
Everybody
have
but AJ. Everybody but AJ.
AJ was the only one that didn't vote with you.
And
Or did vote for-
I was told you were going home, and I still didn't vote you. So
Jordan and Kyle both voted me.
Told you, Lorna, opportunistic people take opportunities, and they took an opportunity on you because
Oh,
you.
I understand
Yeah.
that, and I completely understand. It just
It's kind of
ooh, that one stings. That one hurts. I love you
Have fun
all.
with your cameo.
Jordan.
What the fuck? Oh my god! Was that Jordan or Justin? Damn!
That was Jordan.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can't wait to
wanted
vote
say
for one of you. I can't wait to vote for one of you as the winner. I love you all. See you later.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
That was
Lorna,
so
the
bad.
tribe is
Lorna, out.
spoken, and you may now leave the Zoom call. Thank you so much for coming back.
I love you, Lorna.
All right. Here we are, final 6 of Survivor Hub Games,
Thanks,
Land of
Joe.
the Legends.
Finale night, guys.
Almost
Finale,
a month,
congrats.
Guys,
a
be very
month
proud of
through this
yourselves.
game. We started this game on January 8th, I believe. We are nearly a month from starting this game, so that's probably the longest season.
Nearly
we're
a
ever
month
gonna
from
have.
starting. Jesus Christ. Is this the test run?
Very excited for the end game. Still a lot more game to play, as I always say. Keep fighting. Enter battle triumph, as we always say. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.